Launched in May 2005, YouTube was created for billions of people to watch, discover and produce original content to be published online. This has allowed many people to connect, inform and inspire those who watch these videos. It could be said that the YouTube is now a platform for global distribution of anyone's ideas and opinions, and for creators and advertisers large and small. Anyone at any time can be a producer. According to Godwin Jones 2010, YouTube has become an enormously popular form of new Web 2.0 media. A recent article in Wired cites an average of 65,000 uploads and 100 million videos viewed per day on YouTube. The shift to Web 2.0 allowed for the creation of YouTube, which allowed for both users and viewers to interact with one another on a space that is built on the participation of both. In the early days, YouTube used the byline, "Your Digital Video Library," which now has changed to a more user-friendly "Broadcast Yourself." The change from the website being a storage facility for people who want to save and post videos to a platform of self-expression. This is the user-led revolution of YouTube.
As is said by Miller, YouTube is a site where you can watch just about any type of video, from cat video to game reviews and many more. YouTube includes regular updates of activities, offering material to be re-inflected, creatively added to and commented on by the internet, as Oulette mentions. It holds parts of life from all over the world in one place, giving you the opportunity to dislike a video, comment on it, or subscribe on its everlasting platform, as is theorised by Jason Rich. According to Jean Burgess, YouTube itself is part of the mainstream media landscape and a force to be reckoned with in contemporary popular culture. There is no limit to the content on YouTube. You can watch anything from the world's most ridiculous stunts to interviews with politicians. It is a broadcaster that is widely understood as a distribution platform that can make the products of commercial media popular, as is proposed by Burgess and Green. YouTube serves as a form of social networking and in many ways is giving youth the chance to view more of their world from their technology. Burgess says, new media platforms, such as YouTube, offer a participatory culture in which youth can develop, interact and learn.
YouTube itself is not just a platform for people to watch and post videos. It has become a structure for subcultures and communities to converse and talk about topics they are all interested in. The audience is a large number of unidentifiable people who come together by their participation in media use. People have expectations about what information is appropriate to collect and whether it should be distributed. This means fans can come together in one place and like or dislike a video and have a group discussion on the comment section about the video or information in question. The introduction to Web 2.0 and high-speed internet constituted a huge development of the collective intelligence. This collective intelligence is basically the fans and followers of those on YouTube who congregate to one place to take part in viewing a video. Jenkins quoted, "Members of a thinking community search, inscribe, connect, consult, explore. Not only does the Cosmopedia make it available to collective intellect of all the pertinent knowledge available to it at any given moment, but also serves as a site of collective discussion, negotiation and development." This can be supported by this quote. "It seems obvious that fans congregate online as a method for creating a space wherein they can cheaply consume, create and share their culture, much as they have done prior to the implementation of online media, only with a greater connectivity and speed. Any large social group or fan community can do what just one single fan cannot, and that is to accumulate and retain an idea and continually recirculate unprecedented amounts of relevant information." According to Nardi in 2005, those people who do not regularly participate and watch YouTube videos probably do not understand why people watch seemingly poor quality or odd videos on the one site. Yet these videos serve such an important social function to the 21st century, whether it's a celebrity who made a YouTube account or someone who produces makeup tutorials. It's more common to watch videos on YouTube than it is not to know what YouTube's sole function is.
Williams quoted, "Prosumption is becoming one of the most powerful enigmas of change and innovation the business world has ever seen." The concept of prosumption comes from Tottler's theory that a consumer can also become a producer. Gabriel and Lang suggest that the producer is also the consumer and the consumer is also a producer is a precept that works and clearly shows that the activities are closely interlinked. Dan Gilmour suggests that the favoured bloggers can attract tens of thousands of users daily. This number has more than tripled with the rise of YouTube. Rory O'Connor says that YouTube has made the form of video communications part of global culture, and one's YouTube channel should not be a place for oneself, but somewhere to present your identity to the world via your own hypothetical television network. Williams quoted, "In the new prosumer-centric paradigm, customers want a genuine role in designing the products of the future. Speaking with the Mad Spider in a video interview, this is what he had to say about YouTube.
We do it because we find it entertaining, we find it more fun, and we want to make people laugh, enjoy content.
The YouTube star, famous for nothing more than their online video presence. Strangelove points out that often the intent of YouTube fame is to translate internet fame into official media contracts. For example, stars like PewDiePie, Lindsey Sterling and BuzzFeed. Oreo states that in this case, people who do nothing extraordinary, but who happen to have a significant number of subscribers, comments and video responses, become known as YouTube stars, simply for their popularity amongst the online community. This is because environments like YouTube mean that participants are all varying degrees of audience, producers, editors, distributors and critics, says Burgess and Green. People like musicians and filmmakers tend to use YouTube to gain recognition because, as Gene Burgess says, YouTube serves as a discovery role for video producers. And the idea of YouTube fame is attractive, as what you will do will be seen worldwide. In this way, YouTube serves as more of a self-referential reflexive culture in modern society, backed up by Michael Strangelove in his book, Watching YouTube. This is representing a disruption to existing business models, stated by Burgess and Green, by showing itself as a platform for media discovery. Although YouTube is nothing more than a website, Strangelove points out the YouTube generation actively represents democracy, faith and war through the amateur video practices. Because YouTube has become somewhat ubiquitous on the internet and in popular culture, as is said by David Gauntlet, seeing and hearing everything, making it both dangerous and ripe with opportunity. Both of the internet and being socially online come to network arguments. Robert Cox theorises that neither collaboration nor more adversarial form of public participation provide a magic answer to conflicts arising from complex human-environment relationships. But nonetheless, the rumours in which everyone has a shot at fame and fortune were generated by social media are greatly exaggerated. As Oulette mentions, it has become a site of consumer participation, theorised by Henry Jenkins, meaning that those of us who have been limited to being the passive audience could become producers and therefore active participants, like Burgess and Green state.
SWOT analysis can be applied to the participatory culture in YouTube. Manaharan quoted that SWOT analysis is a powerful technique for understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and for looking at the opportunities and threats you face. The technique is credited to Albert Humphrey. One of YouTube's many strengths is the connection it holds with multiple online communities. On the other hand, YouTube's found revenue for advertising can anger the audience. Jin Kim explains that after Google purchased YouTube, the site embraced a new e-commerce model. The idea was to present banner advertisements in YouTube videos and share the revenue with the copyright holders. But the question is, if YouTube was to go back to its old ways, how would the company then make revenue? According to Vanellis' novel, Alex Jahaz calls it a space for crass commercialism and further reifications of mainstream media. These days, YouTube stars such as famous vloggers PewDiePie and Zoella created the varied brand identity of YouTube. Jin Kim knows that the industries have become interested in monetising to YouTube thanks to its popularity. With its new partnerships with various organisations, there are new opportunities for YouTube to create an original brand identity. YouTube's one and main threat is that with so many famous YouTube stars, as well as a plethora of conglomerates, copyright issues are becoming vastly common when attempted to promote original content on YouTube. Schaefer states that other publications clearly show that consumers are expanding their own skills by establishing amateur culture on a global scale. Vanellis suggests these opportunities and threats provide evidence for Henry Jenkins' claim that YouTube encourages community and enables self-expression, such as creating new identities and modes of interaction. Richard Barbrook says unlike traditional media, the net is not just a spectacle for passive consumption, but also a participatory activity. Overall, YouTube could be both a new age of worldwide communication and a destructive force upon the offline media.